Here's the deal. I've wanted to film a what's in my bag for quite a while. Actually, the first time I ever filmed one of these, it looked more like a QVC infomercial than it did a Brad vlog. So why not jump into a Ninja Turtle onesie, go down the walking mall of Helena, Montana, take some B-roll, be silly, bring you what's in my bag. Anyway, there's a very specific reason why I chose this backpack, which we're gonna go over, but let's roll that intro and I'm gonna change clothes. Wow, how about that? Okay, so I've actually wanted to do this for quite some time, like I mentioned before, and first of all, I love this bag. Let's talk about this bag real quick. This is the Mountainsmith Parallax Backpack. I'm kind of getting a little ahead of myself, hang on. When I was shopping online for a bag, I needed, unfortunately, I was carrying not just one bag for the camera and for the lenses and everything else, but once I purchased the drone, my DJI Mavic Pro, I had a really nice hard case for it, and between carrying that, carrying the drone case, I was showing up to shoots looking like a gong show. Right? There's just too much stuff going on. I needed a bag that could fit everything, but the crazy part is I also needed it to fit a 17-inch laptop. So when I went on to Amazon, which is the first place I always go when I'm looking for certain products, I was searching, you know, laptop camera bag 17 inches, and I could hardly find anything. And it took a good hour or so. Somehow this came up, and it mentioned that it fits a 17-inch laptop. So that's the #1 selling point for the Mountainsmith Parallax Backpack. If you are a run and gun videographer such as myself, and you carry a large laptop, this is the guy for you. So let me just say here, in full disclosure, I know I'm not a pro. You know what I'm saying? I like to think that last year I started in single A rookie ball, and this year I'm playing in the minors at the AA level, and eventually I'll get to pro.
It's a grand slam!
Let's hit the exterior of this bag, and then we'll dive into actually what's inside. So on this side of the bag, so this is where I keep the tripod that I'm actually using right now. Basically, I put the feet of the tripod in here, and I'm able to strap it to the side like this. If you've watched any of my videos, I know that you've seen me carry this thing around, so I know you've probably seen the tripod on it too. On the other side of it is another kind of a holder piece here, and this is where I keep my flex tripod. And I get a lot of compliments on this actually when I'm walking around in the run and gun style of shooting that I do, and people are like, whoa, that's really cool, where'd you get that? I'm like, Amazon, bro, check it out. So you'll see this pouch here. This is a zip pouch. I'm not going to reveal what's behind it just yet, because that is like one of the magical things about the Mountainsmith Parallax Backpack. It sold me. As soon as I saw this feature, I knew I had to have it. More on that in a second. So, as for the pouches, so we'll start with the big one up front. Generally, I don't carry too much in here. In this spot, when I pack my my laptop, for example, I'll put my power cords and stuff like that kind of in the front pouch. In here, I carry, this is a little B-Way hard case. It's waterproof and everything else, but this is what I put my my memory cards in and stuff. Super awesome. It was one of the first purchases I ever made when I bought the camera. Also, I've got my earphones, which are super important. And what else in here? Oh, looks like I've got a couple of connections to my intervalometer. And a gift card from my youth hockey kids. Nice little zip, that kind of thing. First of all, this kind of groove here, it's super padded and it's super comfortable. I've never been uncomfortable wearing this backpack in its heaviest, which when I have all of my gear in is probably well over 35, 40 pounds. But So here's the main guts. The top zippy up here, green means good for batteries. I've got my good batteries up here, batteries for my mic sets and for the DSLR I'm shooting on and that kind of thing. And as I spend batteries, I stick them into the red slot, which is used. Then when I get home and I'm unpacking and everything else, if it's in the red pouch, then I know it's time to charge. These are my wireless mics. Check this out, nice little case. You can see here inside, there's a whole nother small bag, and we're gonna get to that in a second, and it has something to do with that really cool pouch on the other side. Remember that? First, about the mics. So, I went kind of cheap, again, because I'm only playing AA minor league ball here, right? In terms of videography, so I went pretty cheap. I have the Movo mics, so when you watch anything with run and gun, like when I'm with Aubrey and stuff like that, I'll have her mic'd up. Yeah, that was fun. It was a couple $100, but it was totally worth it, and audio is so very, very crucial to video, so I've been using these quite a bit. And you can't tell, but the mic that I'm using right now is just a basic Rode video mic, and I'm looking to upgrade that here this year. What else is in here? Each of these dividers are completely customizable, so if you do get this backpack, this is the way that it came stock. You don't have to keep it this way. You can definitely change things up. Let's take a look at some of the stuff, and just for my own purposes of being able to see the camera, I'm gonna actually tip it upside down and just start pulling stuff out. Something to clean the lenses out, clean the camera body out, stuff like that. Crucial piece of equipment. It's like when you were a kid and it's like, anyway. Okay, so I've got these bad boys. These are my lights. And again, these were just purchased on Amazon, super cheap. They did come with some light stands and things like that, but you know, we can see that we got some light here. Oh man, it's crazy. Whoa, look at all that light. Oh, that's nuts. But anyway, there's my lights. I always carry those to every shoot. Every now and again, I'll get into a situation where I need a little bit of extra light, and it's so good to have these handy and ready to go. Also in the mid zone there, this is my battery charger. So the mics that I showed you earlier take a AA battery, and so I bought a bunch of rechargeable batteries. So this is the charger to that. Other pouches, we'll start with the right. So I carry a couple of different chargers for my DSLR batteries. This is the Canon version. This is a newer version. Again, went cheap with Amazon. This came with the camera. This was a separate purchase. Obviously, the Canons outperform the newers like you wouldn't even believe. But if I have my Canon battery in my DSLR, I can shoot, what, about 3 hours? 2 or 3 hours with the thing. Any of the newer batteries, I'm 45 minutes tops. So remember that when you're looking for spare batteries, you get what you pay for. Go with the Canon batteries. So those are the chargers. Moving up, so I bought several of these little cases from Walmart. They're basically just these little plastic storage bins. Inside this one, I have that. Obviously, charging gear is essential, especially when I'm out in the field. There you go. That's what's in my pack so far. Let's take a look at the top. Looking at the top, generally I will carry my DSLR in there, and also these are 2 pouches for where my lenses are. Right now I'm shooting on my wide angle lens, but you can see the lens on the other side there is my 18-55. That's like my everyday lens. I've only purchased kit lenses. It's my goal in 2018 as I get a little busier, make some more money, reinvest in my business. I plan on buying some actual real good lenses along with some stabilizers, which will have to be a whole nother ball of wax. Anyway, this is where I keep my lenses and my DSLR. It's always at the top, it's always ready to go. So in addition to where my DSLR and my lenses are, I also carry this guy. He sits just in here What is it, you ask? This is my hard drive. It's a Toshiba 3 terabyte hard drive, which is damn near full. So there's that. Okay, now for some of the big selling points. Here we go. I mentioned earlier that my 17-inch laptop needed to fit, and there we go. We'll just unzip the main front there. So basically, the laptop fits into that little pouch right there. And generally, I'll keep some other things in here as well. But that is where the laptop goes. So there's that. Okay, on to the big reveal. So we were looking earlier at this pouch, right? I'm just gonna pull it out this way real quick so you can see what's in it. Set this aside for 1 second. So this is basically a little mini bag in and of itself, and it actually has, and I'll show you this in a second, but there's a way that you can tether this to your bag and literally pull it out. But let's check out what's inside. Oh, this is so great. Again, a nice little pouch up here. This is my remote to my Mavic Pro. So yes, I keep my drone in here. And I found this on Amazon. I have the link in the description below. But if you have a Mavic Pro and you're carrying this thing around, this is absolutely essential. I can't believe how handy this thing is. You get 2 of them with the order and it's wicked cheap, but basically you just slide them over your joysticks so that way your joysticks aren't getting, moved around or pressed or anything else. Keeps it from being damaged. So that sits at the top, and then inside is where my Mavic Pro is. There it is. So I keep the Mavic in the center pocket down there, and then on the sides is where I keep the chargers, the charging cords, and on the other side is where I keep the spare batteries, right? So absolute huge essential piece of my bag. And I'm, maybe one day I'll purchase a bigger drone and I'll have bigger problems. But for right now, the DJI Mavic Pro, who I call Doug the drone, is kept very safely inside this backpack. Man, this thing's hard to manage when it's not as heavy. So there you go. It's just a door that opens up and you've got side access to this DSLR pouch, right? So it kind of looks something like this. You buckle it in there, and then you've got access to this little DSLR pick, right? There, now you've seen what's in my bag. You've seen what the bag is all about. Thank you so much for watching this. Again, if you have any questions about gear or anything like that, I'm still learning, but I'm learning a lot as I go. So leave some comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up here on this video. I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you've not subscribed yet, please smash that subscribe button. That would mean the world to me. And hit that little bell. And I don't produce very many videos for myself, but you'll get a notification once in a while, and I hope that you enjoy what you're watching. Thanks again. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you on the next video on Social Flicks. Take care, everybody. Why in the hell am I in the cold on the walking mall in a Ninja Turtle onesie? Swipe on up and check out the new vlog. How's it going? Things I do for YouTube.